Welcome at Lazy Short Dungeons, and we are again going to make a short dungeon, a one-pager, and this time the theme is about folklore. Willem-Jan and myself, Pepijn. Let's go.
You sure? Hello, Pepijn.
Hello, Willem-Jan.
Welcome back. Ooh.
What are we gonna do today, Willem-Jan?
We are gonna make a one-page dungeon, Pepijn.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And we are gonna make a one-page dungeon about folklore.
Folklore. Like ghosts and
Yeah.
like monsters that don't really like Loch Ness,
Yeah, exactly.
like UFOs.
Not necessarily, but maybe.
Yes, folklore.
Yeah, and we are Dutch.
We are Dutch.
So it's maybe fun to introduce some folklore, Dutch folklore into the world, into the D&D world.
You mean like windmills going mad?
Yeah, how many folklore stories do you know about windmills getting mad? The only ones I know are Spanish, like Don Quixote.
Yeah, fair enough. He went mad on windmills.
He went mad, giants, man.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we got the hunebeds.
The hunebedden.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you know about hunebedden?
They buried people there. That's just it. But they had some time. Well, how did those stones get there? But it wasn't that. It wasn't like Stonehenge where it was really impressive how they got there. So
No, it was just meh.
was a bit meh.
We are a bit meh. But we have one nice story in the Netherlands. Well, one. We have one kind of mythological creature that I know about and you know about, called the Witte Wieven or the White Wives, I guess.
Yes, indeed. But wife in Dutch is more
Woman.
It's closer. Yeah. It in Old Dutch
Wench.
it's woman, but today's Dutch, in modern Dutch, it's more a wench indeed, or maybe bitch. Someone could say. But calling someone a wife in Dutch is not necessarily uh, a pleasant thing.
No, but that might be a thing of the times. I don't know if that was the case back then when the Witte Wieven, the White Wives, were actually.
It actually wasn't. I mean, to call someone your wife, it would be like calling someone your wife in English. It was perfectly fine.
Well, great. So the White Wives then.
Yes.
Okay, the White Wives. I don't know a lot of things about the White Wives.
The ghosts that have been seen in the swamps,
the bogs, in the marshes.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like the mist shaping into the forms of people, women. It's
like a stringy thing with it that could resemble a dress or maybe a gown. Let's put it this way. A suit and tie is a lot harder for mist to be remissed by than a gown. A gown is a lot less defined.
That's true. So what do we know about the White Wives? Well, I know that they were generally protectors of women, like women who got lost, or women who were carrying a child, or brides.
Mm-hmm. Did they also tempt the men, just like the mermaid, the mermaids?
Probably, like, it's a widely used, a widely seen phenomenon in the Netherlands. So it probably changed from village to village. They were associated with the dead in some capacity,
being ghosty and misty and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Mysterious.
Yes. Yeah, and witchcraft, not directly related to, but also a women specific folklore kind of thing, supernatural.
Should we do something extraordinary here?
Okay, it sounds like you have an idea.
Yes. Should we actually do some research about the Witte Wieven?
Oh my God, Pepijn. Research?
Yes.
Live on air on this show, man.
No, we'll make a little montage and then
Okay,
we'll come back and we'll have done some research.
great. Let's cue the montage. What did you find out, Pepijn?
I found out we were mostly right.
Yeah, me too.
The Witte Wieven were sometimes helpful. It depends per town what the story is about the Witte Wieven, and often they just scare people more than that they they haven't been accredited with a lot of action at all.
No.
There are some stories about like guiding someone into the swamp and they will never be seen again.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing I saw was seers, or like seeing future and future telling.
Yes, indeed, seeing the future.
And that
Like
white was actually derived from witty, not necessarily color.
yeah, witty or wisdom.
Yeah.
Indeed. So there's a lot of flavors to go with. We do not know yet whether the Witte Wieven are going to be evildoers.
No.
We know they're going to be female.
Yeah, we know they're going to be female. They are dead, or
Yes.
yeah, and therefore part of cemeteries, and hunebedden actually were mentioned.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So that's another Dutch thing. We can still have your hunebedden, Pepijn.
Nice.
But otherwise, we kind of have the realm for ourselves. So what kind of story do we want to create with these all-seeing, scary, sometimes helpful, afterlife living women?
Well, the first question I would ask is what makes Witte Wieven interesting? It's like a part of the unknown. It's the dangers of the swamp.
Yeah, their appearance, like where they appear over swamps as kind of mist clouds. I think that's the most striking image.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how can we enhance that? Is at least by making the location for this dungeon a swamp.
The swamp where they could sink a bit, maybe lose a horse or two. The classics. What do you do in a swamp? There might be some mosquitoes that hunt them, and it could be very well that they start the adventure during the day, where it's still like a hassle. Swamps are not a nice place to be. There's all sorts of vermin, there are leeches in the water, you get wet, you get moldy, you get soggy. It's just a bad place to be. I mean, that's why here in the Netherlands we all dried it up and had
Got rid of the swamp.
yeah, we pretty much got rid of the swamp and just made clay ground.
Yay.
And said, yeah, this is land now, even though it's a couple of meters under normal sea level.
Exactly. And then we have a swamp, and at night that swamp turns into some kind of horror house.
Absolutely. You guys want a long rest? No. You get adventure.
That's a start, a call to adventure.
Yes.
As the White Wives did innocent villagers, they lured them into the swamp. I also saw something about that the White Wives know where all the treasure is.
Fair enough.
So if we use that as the hook, as treasure is a main motivator for a lot of people, give adventurers a glimpse of the riches they possess.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could have a swamp, and in the middle of the swamp there could be a hunebed.
Yeah.
Where actual treasure is, because well, they were buried with treasure.
Exactly.
You can arrive in a town where they know that a lot of people get lost in the swamp, but there's one guy in that village who is freakishly rich. And talk to him. Well, how did he get it? Well, I followed the Witte. I went to the swamp and I found their tomb. I raided their tomb and I got gold for the rest of my life.
I carried all that I could, but I know there's more there.
Absolutely. I mean, there was a lot, but
you cannot bring your horses there to carry it for you. You have to somehow, or at least that person had to somehow carry it.
Is it too early to already call for a plot twist?
Well, no, please plot twist away.
Because this doesn't sound like an honest person. This sounds like a charlatan.
Okay.
Someone who might be able to, with some mirror play or some magic, create a white weave and actually lure adventurers into a death trap, and that's how he finds his gold.
Oh, so the gold isn't actually the white wives.
No,
treasury.
It's the friends you made along the way. It's an option. It's not necessarily where we're going.
Well, I'm gonna write it down anyway.
But I do like the first idea, at least, that there is a guy who actually went there, or
Maybe.
says he went there.
Or maybe it's like it's a land house, big manor, where he lives.
Yeah.
In the middle of a swamp. The adventure isn't necessarily starting with him informing the players or anything.
Yeah.
But he's just there doing his thing and trying to attract the party in the same way. They're a little stronger than most of the travelers, so they actually manage to circumvent most of the bog, hopefully, probably, and thus enter the villa, enter the manor, and we have the manor as the set piece, with inside the manor, unbeknownst to maybe even the charlatan, a hunebed or an actual origin place of the Witte Weaver. So we have the charlatan pretending to create spirits, but also actual spirits being there, unbeknownst.
That's beginning to look a bit like Scooby-Doo, that he's like, oh, I did not make that one.
We can unmask somebody. So there are actual...
Mask is a holler item.
What?
It's a really nice item to have, a mask.
What kind of mask are you thinking about?
Be a mask with like a spirit inside of it that you could talk with his voice, or
maybe if you put on the mask, I don't know why we are focusing on the mask right now, but if you put on the mask, you can actually see the real white wives. The white wives you normally see are the creations by the charlatan, but once you put on the mask, you see the real ones that are mostly only shown through mist. But this time you can see them actually walking around.
Yeah, in like colorful clothes and
like they were in life.
Yeah,
I think the charlatan happened. Barged in, claimed the whole place for themselves.
Yeah,
slaughtered the inhabitants.
Then why were it all women who were there?
Well, it's originally was a nun's.
An abbey.
Abbey, a nun's abbey. Originally, it was a nun's abbey.
That's actually lovely.
Because they were, and most of the time, nuns are clad in black, and now they are
white.
White, which is
damn.
Another way you could go is have the white wives be the partners or the widows of all the travelers past in the bog.
Ah, so that when the man dies, the woman look for their lost husband, and even in that, still roam the swamps looking for where their husband went,
where their husband perished. That's why they are looking around the house. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere. Why did everybody drown here? Slowly you unveil the mystery and you no longer blame the white women, but instead find that the charlatan or is responsible? It's kind of a mystery this way.
We need to make him a bit likable at first, though.
Yeah, I think so as well.
If we want a plot twist, he needs to be good at first. So he might even try to help them. That there's mist around, and you see him throwing a rope and hang on to a rope. You can come in here. You can rest up, adventurers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A very friendly fella. And maybe even give them a small request. Oh, can you go inside the well? I lost my ring there, and going inside the well, killing some rats or whatever, and then also finding the body of one of the travelers, or at least getting a clue that the charlatan isn't all he says he is.
Yeah, there could be like a couple of doors which are locked, and one knows nothing attracts tabletop role playing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
More than locked doors. That's how you get them. And behind the locked door could be a lot of like clothes from adventures, and like
an absurd amount, and
crappy shields, some swords
from everywhere. From all over the country.
Like it would feel like a weird collection of items to have, especially for a guy who is a noble, like
or
him.
Pretends to be.
Yeah, who sells himself as being a noble. So far we have like a bit of theming. We have we have a couple of locations. We have, of course, the villa. We have like a dungeon underneath. It could even be
dungeon sounds like it's a big place. I would make it 1 or 2 rooms.
Yeah,
max.
indeed. It's got to be moist though.
It is moist, and there is some kind of clue that something's wrong.
Yes.
Either a body, maybe something else we can figure out along the way.
A body seems a bit much. There could be like a body in the well, but he wouldn't send them directly into the well. Then,
well. Are you happy?
Yes. So that could be like.
And the mask is a clue. If you find the mask and put it on, you have you have like you see the spirits roaming around.
True. And the mask doesn't even need to be in a single place. You could see it in different places in the house. And if you look again, you do not see it anymore.
Yeah, it's like the mask kind of wants to be seen, or it's the last quantum mask.
Yeah, it's the last tether from the Vitaviva to the material plane.
Yeah, and another clue is, of course, the way that the guy makes with the weaver.
True that, but that doesn't feel like something the mask would do.
No. But it's like another clue to find out that he's
because the Witweaver would then be technically invisible. You do not see them at all.
No.
But the Witweaver he creates
are
very visible, and they lure you into a part of the swamp or a part of his garden where you sink, and he has easy pickings. He could have like a little tower on his villa where he could just like crossbow people down who are stuck.
Okay, he kills them by his own hand. Sure. So, but he carries something with him, maybe a wand.
No, it should not be a wand. It should be a lantern.
A lantern that creates a mist.
So yes,
nice. I like the image of that.
That actually connects to the stories about the Vedriva as well.
Is that so?
Yeah, like a little will-o-wisp.
Yeah.
To lure someone into a swamp or other parts of the Netherlands, to lure a boat ashore or on the cliffs.
Does the charlatan carry this lantern with him? Because that would be an odd thing to see. Somebody carrying a lantern. And he could just shrug it off as nothing special, but that would be another clue that something's up.
Oh yeah, I mean, he can carry out around the lantern, and it doesn't always create Vita.
No, just at will, but not.
Yeah, he can just say that he's scared of the dark.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get lost in the swamps at night, so he carries that lantern everywhere he goes. That's the one rule he always has learned. So many people have been lost in the swamp, but not he. No, because he knows that as long as he's got his lantern, he will always find his way home. That's something along those lines.
We have a location. We have a swamp.
Yeah, we have a swamp. We have the villa with a basement.
A basement where he sends you to
retrieve something, I guess, or get some fresh water, because the swamp water is not fit for consumption, but we do need some more water to properly clean yourself.
Yeah, so it's a quest.
It's a measly quest, and there should be, of course, rats or
yeah, so some small critters.
Rats or bats.
Oh, bats! I like bats.
Leeches.
I don't like leeches, but they're a good example.
They are normal in the swamp. There could be like mosquitoes.
Big, like
yeah,
bird-sized mosquitoes.
Or small mosquitoes.
I know you hate mosquitoes. What's your 2025 score?
How many times I've been stung?
And how many you have killed?
Oof, I think I've killed over 150 this year.
And how many times have you been stung?
I'm not ahead.
You have been stung more than 150 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, without a doubt.
So mosquitoes it is.
There was a night where I've counted over 30 or 40 for just one night.
Man.
Yeah, they really find me attractive. It's a sad thing.
Well, at least somebody finds you attractive. You mentioned the tower. I do like a tower, also because it's a little more in the height, and we don't really have anything high yet. You can have that's another locked door with a lot of treasure there, because that's where he hides the treasure.
Do we want more actors in this story?
Well,
we have the charlatan, we have like the Vitavif, who are only there if you put on the mask. You have each other.
Or the Widoweaver can also be there during the night in the swamp, roaming around. Like they're invisible. So I think people are inclined not to trust them necessarily.
No.
They can maybe still communicate in drawing on the mirror or communicating in other ways.
Fair enough, yes. I draw on the mirror. I like being in the mirror. That
yeah.
If you look in the mirror, you see them behind you, or like walking through you, or combing their hair.
I like the mirror
stuff. I do like the mirror thingy.
We can even have one white wife, or them as a collective have the same opinion, or have like three who are kind of similar, but each have their own characteristics.
Yes.
If we look at the bestiary we are creating, we already have the charlatan itself, mosquitoes, the fake ghosts, which are also an adversary at the moment you would ever attack the charlatan.
Yeah.
And the real ghosts, that's 4.
There could even be like a couple of those ghosts already attacking you when the charlatan tries to reel you into their villa.
Yeah, that's very true. This might just be enough.
Yeah.
Because the charlatan, especially the charlatan, it's quite an extensive backstory and the mannerisms. The mosquitoes and the fake ghosts or the evil ghosts are quite simple stat blocks.
Yes.
And the white wives have also relevance to the plot, or at least the situation.
Yes. They know the charlatan for what he is, and of course those guys are the enemy for the charlatan. So there could be moments where you could meet one of those real ghosts, and then some of the fake ghosts come along, and that might be some battle ensued, and then from out of nowhere you see a little lantern come out, and the fake ghosts disappear, and I heard something down here.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be out here without a light.
I'm not sure if you meant this, but like you or players not knowing that there are two kinds of ghosts, I think that's a really good point to emphasize.
Yeah.
And it's information you can only obtain once you trust the real ghosts. But you have no real reason to at first.
So then there becomes the next question, which to me is crucial here. How do the real ghosts differ from the fake ones?
My first thought is the real ones are female and the fake ones are...
They're monstrous, or
well, not monstrous. It's just shapeless, or male, or another one is they're like, while visually they are the same, they can be differentiated by the mask.
Yes.
The real ones are shown in the mirror.
Yes.
Like there's different, the mechanisms are different for both. The most difficult thing is figuring out that there are two kinds of ghosts. But once you have that, you can probably find a way to differentiate them.
Yeah. I like that they would look the same, so you'd have to investigate another way, either to fight them or to... I mean, the real ghost could try to run away when you fight them, and the fake ghosts try to attack you.
Yeah. Passive, exactly, a passive and an aggressive stance.
Yeah. Like a dispel magic would only work on fake ghosts.
That's a good point. Dispel magic. It's also the lantern is always near when fake ghosts are present.
But at first, the lantern seems to make them disappear.
Yeah.
Because the charlatan still tries to gain their trust.
Okay, so magical items we have two.
Yes.
And I think two very evocative items as well. Do we have a staple room in a manner that we really need? You said dining hall, and I think that's a really awesome thing to have.
Dining hall is nice, yes.
If we have something to do with it.
First thing that comes to my mind with manor is the entrance. With stairs on the side, maybe the opening to the dining hall, or we have the tower, we have the basement, and in the middle it could be a dining hall, yes, with some grand stairs on the side, leading up and leading down. It could even be like a little graveyard there. I mean, what does it do right there? It used to be an abbey, so
hey, if I can fit a hunebed somewhere here, I will. Yeah. And maybe we can put some treasure there or whatever. But I'm a little bit afraid for the space.
It used to be a hunebed. It used to be an abbey. So there is like a church tower, and there and top was where he sleeps and where he keeps his real good stuff. And there would be like a big place for the diner, maybe even his bedroom on the same floor, but a bit in the back, and then a little basement. And why doesn't this abbey sink? Is it built on a hunebed?
I was thinking the same thing. It could just be hard ground underneath. I like the idea of being built on a hunebed, and that also kind of being the source of a lot of the magical shit happening. But I'm also a little bit afraid that we are shoving too much into one page.
We always do that.
A lot of the shit written down here is focused on people, not on places.
Yeah.
So we still have a swamp. The swamp is kind of figured out.
Yeah.
But the tower has some purpose. The basement has some purpose. But both the dining room and the bedroom don't yet.
No.
So we could add small things there, gameable elements that might help us solve the mystery, either solve the mystery or do some fun shit. I don't know.
Well, a diner is really cool. If you at some point would enter the diner, or there could be like a confrontation there that you confront the charlatan or something, and his lantern is stolen, the lantern could go off, and then the weaver could rush around the diner and start picking up the plates, throwing them around
like a poltergeist.
Started ruining the diner where he has properly set up the meal for the adventurers or something like that.
A lot. We were talking about mirrors. Where can we?
Yes.
Bedroom is also a place where we can really easily place a mirror.
A bedroom, yes, of course. There could be mirrors in the diner as well. The plates could be from silver
Yeah.
and could act like mirrors.
Did you know that vampires cannot see themselves through mirrors because mirrors are made of silver? We're made of silver.
Yes, I already knew that. That's nonsense.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's a boring fact. No. Willem-Jan's a boring boy. I'm gonna add a kitchen here.
The bedroom could also be like a bathroom, and where you have mirrors and like.
Where do we sleep, Pepijn? Where do we sleep?
Oh yeah, there should need some bedrooms or like a guest room. He has guests over always. Well, often because he needs new people to rob,
to kill.
Yeah,
to drown in his
a little guest room, and maybe even the guest room could have like a trap door that they could fall into the swamp or.
Yeah, the guest room also has a clue that shit has happened there. Maybe just blood under the sheets or something.
Yeah.
Pepijn, we might have everything we need.
We didn't. I felt like we missed something.
Ha ha ha
ha. I mean, now it sounds like you don't mean it.
Well, you know I do.
We have a group of adventurers who go into the swamp. Someone has told them that there are riches in the swamp, or they just have to get through the swamp. Either way, they get into some sort of a fight with ghosts, and a helpful hand throws them a rope and reels them into his manor, where he invites them to stay the night because it's not safe to go out in the dark without a lantern. You are filthy. You need a bath. You should get some water from the well downstairs. Though that's fresh water, not swamp water. And well, then you go down. Then you re-enter, maybe bathed, maybe mentally grown because you've learned so much about this guy, or maybe not. I'm not sure how well you do your searches there. If you need some help, the mask can reappear at places. And in a diner, there could be a food fight with the weaves as well. Again, the false weaves. And eventually, well, you try to unmask the charlatan for what he really is. And if you eventually bring justice to the charlatan, the Witte Wieven might even guide you to actual treasure as a thanks.
Okay, Pepijn. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for hosting.
So, for the people listening, the dungeon that we just described can be found in the description. Well, please rate this podcast video wherever you are listening or watching this on. Give us all the stars and likes you can give us. Subscribe to whatever you hear. We have a newsletter that can also be found in the description where you will be treated with a dungeon every month, around every month. Share this thing with your friends. Tell them how awesome Lazy Shore dungeons really are. And thank you for listening. Bye. We have music. You made the music.